Speaking of football, no city has a more storied history with the Super Bowl than New Orleans. And early next year, the Big Easy will be back in action hosting Super Bowl 59. News 15's Jeff Horchek sat down with the head of the organization that helped bring the big game back to New Orleans.
Well, that's right. The Super Bowl is headed back to Louisiana. I had a chance to sit down with the CEO and the president of the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation. They played a huge role in putting together the bid, which landed the NFL's biggest event back in the state. And as you'll see, this is a huge economic win for the whole state, including Lafayette. The big game is returning to New Orleans. In February, the Crescent City will be hosting its record 11th Super Bowl, making it the premier Super Bowl city in the country.
Well, the NFL does love coming to New Orleans, and it's our job as the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation to put together competitive bids and hand in hand with the New Orleans Saints in order to keep Louisiana competitive with these other cities who are building new stadiums.
This will be the 8th Super Bowl played inside the legendary Superdome. Jay Cicero, the president and CEO of the Greater Sports Foundation, says every time the city has hosted this Super Bowl, they've learned ways to make it better, and that has contributed to why they have hosted a record number.
When you manage the events, you actually create and you solve problems with the NFL or the NCAA. You create a strong bond of trust with them. So then, when you're bidding and managing, you can also use all that information when you're bidding the next time. What worked, what didn't work, and how can we do it better?
The last Super Bowl in New Orleans was back in 2013, and it brought an estimated $480 million in economic impact to Louisiana. The expectation is closer to $500 million this year. Cicero says the economic boost will be felt out as far as right here in Lafayette from pro football's biggest game.
Being that you're only an hour and 45 from New Orleans, yeah, I think there will be some impact. And nothing's guaranteed depending on the two teams.
As Cicero credits the state as well as Saints owner Gail Benson for pouring $500 million into renovations to the Superdome in order to get the bid to host Super Bowl 59. In studio for News 15, I'm Jeff Horchak.